If you remember in our previous video about the multi-tool from Harbor Freight, the Bauer, that it has a little bit of a heating problem with the head. I haven't had a chance to look into it, but I have investigated how some of the other manufacturers make their multi-tool, and there's a little bit more of a fan that's available. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Maybe a little bit better fan to cool down the motor is necessary. We'll find out, because first of all, I picked up a set off of Amazon, just cheap blades. As you can see, there's a whole slew of different style blades in here. I don't remember how many are in there. Little user manual, which I think is relevant because it'll tell you which blade to use for what kind of cutting you're doing. This is the other side, and as you can see, it has all the different types of blades that it has and what they're good for cutting. So that might actually be a handy little thing to keep around. The other thing I picked up was a premium set of titanium blades. Okay, make sure you can see that, all the details. They're supposed to really be able to hold up to the multi-tool and be able to stay sharp longer and do more work, and there's supposed to be a premium on it. So I picked up a set of these to see if it's worthwhile for you to get them. Now let me show you the stump that I've been working on. I started cutting this stump out. It's the last update on the multi-tool, because it's a little high for me to mow over, and it's in the way. Okay, let's put this in front so you can see how the blade looks, and get it so you can read the printing on it. Here we go. So this is what the blade looks like with the printing on it. It does have a depth gauge in there, and let's see how long this thing will actually last. I do want to say that the Bauer is running cooler using this blade, but this is what the blade looks like. There's a lot of wear on it. I believe the blade was $13 for this little puppy. I got two of them, so I think it's $26 for both blades. But the head of the Bauer is much cooler. It's warm, but it's not overheating like it was before. I was really concerned on the usefulness of it with the way it was overheating last time. But I had a Bauer blade on it, the recommended blade to go with this thing, and it was just plain overheating. That blade is pretty well worn down. Now let's try one of the cheap blades. This is the way the blade looks. Okay, do I have it the right? Yep, I have it the right way. Now can I get this into focus? Come on in focus. Now the head of the multi-tool isn't too hot, not like what it was with the Bauer blade. Now let's take a look and see what the blade looks like. Now it's hard to tell even if the camera's in focus because it's so bright out here. Okay. It still has some sharp on it this way. This way is completely dull. And the head is a little bit more than warm. Yeah. Give it just a minute or two to cool down. The trick to using tools is don't let them overheat, whether it's an expensive tool or the cheapest one. For example, if you got a Warrior version of this from Harbor Freight or an Amazon discount no-name tool, the trick is to keep it so it doesn't overheat. That is what burns them out so quickly, whether the motor gets burned out or the bearings or whatever, and then once one thing starts going, the other starts going, and pretty soon you have a broken tool. So that's why I always use these gently. I try not to push them at all. Well, let's give her some more. Well, it's as far as the blade will go now. I'll come back out with a hatchet later on and chip that back so I can continue. But I'm slowly working it back using a tool that isn't really designed for cutting stumps. And it's not overheating. I don't know if it's worth the money or not. It does the job, but not necessarily that much better than what this does for a whole lot cheaper. And I have to say the Bauer multi-tool, and it's a brushless one, that this thing isn't overheating like it was before. So maybe it was a break-in period on it. Yeah, you still have to watch it from overheating, but not like it was before. So giving it a little bit of a break-in period and then putting on blades other than the Bauer blades. I was not impressed with the Bauer blades at all that we had in the first update, but this thing's okay. If you're a contractor, I would use this as a secondary multi-tool rather than your primary. And for a DIYer, I think this thing will be okay. Thank you for watching.
Before we go, thank you to our subscribers who helped us reach over the 1,000 subscription mark. It's very humbling to receive the support from our subscribers. Thank you. I will always try to give you accurate information, and I'm not worried if you disagree in comments. Just remember, youngsters may read your words. Well, this is the old farmer Scott Bain saying, be well, be safe, and be kind to someone today.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, or ring the bell buttons on the original Old Farmer channel. We enjoy reading the comments that you leave, and they do help the channel, so keep them coming. And once again, thank you for watching the original Old Farmer.
The VFW National Home for Children, providing families of veterans and active duty military opportunities for growth and development in a nurturing community. Please consider a donation to help their children and families. I.C. Rhodes speaking.